Good day, good morning to each and every one. This is going to be YieldMax group. What group is it? Group A. That's right. Group A. We have RoundHill, KURV, and YieldMax distribution. Most of these are going to be paid out on Friday the 16th. There's some that will be paid out on Thursday. All right, so we can see leading the pack here, feet at 144 and SNOY at 131. And we have some others. So let's get into it right quickly. All right, so these prices vary each month. If you should happen to own some of the above ETF, here's a roundabout payout you should receive. Below is what you would get paid out for owning the number of shares multiplied times the price per share. All right. First, we have YBIT. YBIT closed yesterday at 11.45, previously paid out 41 cents. Currently paying out a double price of $86.97. So I happen to own 62 shares of this, so I will get paid $53.92. If you own 500 shares, that'd be $173.94. And if you own 10,000 shares, that would be 8,697 shares. Next, we have FIVY. Closed yesterday at 37.28. Previously paid out a nice 164 and currently paying out a nice 144. So if you own 100 shares, that'd be $144.29. 5,000 shares will get you $7,214.50. Next, we have FIVY. Closed yesterday at 39.15. Previously paid out $1.03. Currently paying out a small reduced amount of 97 cents. So if you own 500 shares, that'd be $486.15. 10,000 shares will get you $9,723. Next, we have TSLY. TSLY closed yesterday at 9.62. Yes, 9.62. Previously paid out 66 cents. Currently paying out a small increase of 76 cents. So if you own 50 shares, that'd be $38. If you happen to own 180 shares like I do, we both will receive $136.80. And if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $3,800. Next, we have SNOY, closed yesterday at 16.71. Previously paid out 69 cents. Currently paying out a nice increase of 131. So if you own 500 shares, that'd be $653.40. 10,000 shares will get you $13,000. Next, we have OARK, OARK, closed yesterday at 8.18. Previously paid out 29 cents. Currently paying out a small increase of 31 cents. So if you own 1,000 shares, it'll be $311.80. 5,000 shares will get you $1,559. Next, we have XOMO, closed yesterday at 13.35. Previously paid out 35 cents. Currently paying out an increase of 40 cents. So if you own 500 shares, that'd be $198.80. 10,000 shares would be $3,976. Next, we have TSMY, closed yesterday at 15.96. Previously paid out 56 cents. Currently paying out an increase of 79 cents. So if you own 1,000 shares, it'll be $788. And 5,000 shares will be $3,940. Next, we have GOOY, closed yesterday at 12.12. Previously paid out 37 cents. Currently paying out a small reduced amount of 35 cents. Okay, so 2,000 shares of this will be $689.80. And 10,000 shares will be $3,449. Next, we have CRSH. Previously closed yesterday at 518. Previously paid out 56 cents. Currently paying out a nice bad reduction of 32 cents. All right, so if you own 500 shares of that, that would be $157.65. 10,000 shares would be $3,153. Next, we have YMAX weekly ETF. Closed yesterday at $13.99. Previously paid out 18 cents. Currently paying out an increase of 19 cents. Well, an increase of 1 cent, but it's currently paying out 19 cents. All right, so if you own 10 shares, that would be $1.91 and a way to get started. All right, so if you own 50 shares like I do, I and you both will receive $9.55. And if you own 2,000 shares, that would be $382. Next, we have YMAG. YMAG closed yesterday at $15.82 and previously paid out 11 cents. Currently paying out 20 cents. Nice increase. That's a double up. All right, so if you own 500 shares, that'd be 99.90. 5,000 shares would be $999. And 10,000 shares would get you $1,998. All right, next we have LFGY. Previously closed at $40.21 and previously paid out 75 cents. It's currently paying out a reduced amount of $47.47. So if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $2,373.50. 10,000 shares will get you $4,747. Next, we have GPTY. Closed yesterday at $42.55. Previously paid out 27 cents. Currently paying out 27 cents. So if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,356. 10,000 shares will get you $2,712. Next, we have SDTY. Closed yesterday at $43.95. Previously paid out 27 cents. Currently paying out 25 cents. So if you have 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,224. 10,000 shares will get you $2,448. Next, we have RDTY. Closed yesterday at $45.99. Previously paid out 46 cents. Currently paying out 25 cents. So if you have 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,223.50. 10,000 shares will get you $2,447. Next, we have QDTY. Closed yesterday at $42.25. Previously paid out 28 cents. All right, currently paying out 24 cents. 5,000 shares of this would land you $1,173.50. 10,000 shares would get you $2,347. Next, we have our favorable ULTY weekly ETF of YieldMax. Closed yesterday at $6.28. Previously paid out 12 cents. Currently paying out 11 cents. All right, so if you have 50 shares of this, that would be $5.30. If you happen to match me at 403 shares, we both will receive $42.68. And if you have 10,000 shares, that will be $1,059. All right, RoundHill weekly pay QDTE closed yesterday at $34.14. Previously paid out 31 cents and is currently paying out 18 cents. Okay, so if you own 50 shares, That would be $8.98. 10,000 shares will be $1,796.09. All right. RDTE, RoundHill Weekly, closed yesterday at 34.29. Previously paid out 24 cents. Currently paying out 24 cents again. So if you own 5,000 shares, that would be $1,184.17. 10,000 shares would get you $2,368.33. XDTE closed yesterday at 43.58. Previously paid out 34 cents. Currently paying out 24 cents. So if you own 5,000 shares, it'd be $1,201.24. And 10,000 shares would yield you $2,402.47. YBTC, RoundHill, closed yesterday at 46.16. Previously paid out 26 cents. Currently paying out a nice 49 cents. So if you own 2,000 shares, that would be $986.52. 10,000 shares would be $4,932.60. All right. This is going to be RoundHill week. This is going to be, I believe it's a T-bill, treasury bill. All right. Closed yesterday at $100.07. Previously paid out 8 cents. Currently paying out 8 cents. All right. So if you own 2,000 shares, that'd be $159.14. If you happen to own 10,000 shares, that'd be $785.68. All right. Next, we have KURV ETF weekly, or as a monthly actually, but they're alternated, so it's paying weekly. So that should say monthly. All right. So AMZP closed yesterday at 28.38. Previously paid out 50 cents. Currently paying out 55 cents. So if you own 1,000 shares, it'll be $550. 5,000 shares will get you $2,750. Next of KURV monthly ETF, MSFT, closed yesterday at 25.01. Previously paid out 83 cents. Currently paying out a reduced amount of 25 cents. All right, so if you own 500 shares, that'd be $175. And if you own 10,000 shares, that'd be $3,500. All right, so I want to say thank you. This is YieldMaxMindset coming to you today. All right, let's get this money.